Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and we are 3 days away from Christmas. So, what I was doing before I took a bit of a break, I was watching the modern Christmas specials. So I've watched all of the David Tennant stuff I've watched. So, lately I've been watching all of the Matt Smith Christmas specials. So we have A Christmas Carol, The Doctor and the Wardrobe, The Snowman, and of course, The Time of the Doctor. So I thought I'd sit here, give you my personal reviews on each Christmas special and what I think of them from the Matt Smith era. So coming into... Sorry, as you can see, I got a picture of me and Colin. It just decided to fall off. So anyway, so coming into the very first Christmas special for this review, it is, of course, A Christmas Carol. Now, this is done absolutely spot on because not only do we have some great cast work like Michael Gambol, who plays Professor Dumbledore in Harry Potter. He plays Kezran Sardik, and of course his father. He plays the two roles, which is really kind of a good way to see. Now, you do have Catherine Jenkins, who does sing Silence Is All, and that's a bit of a good Christmas song. I absolutely do enjoy this one. So, Amy and Rory are inside a spaceship that's being pulled down to the planet's gravity belt. And it's absolutely quite good. And the Doctor's got to try and turn Mr. Kezran Sardik into a nice person, but the Doctor accidentally changes his past too much to try and turn him into a nicer person. So yeah, that's just mainly around the plot. So it's a bit like Scrooge in The Christmas Carol, but with a Doctor Who twist, and it's absolutely quite good. This is 10 out of 10. I absolutely do enjoy this Christmas Carol. It's really a great Christmas episode. I really enjoy it. Now, the next one is, of course, a 1 out of 10. I don't really enjoy this one as much. I don't get why some people love this one. I know a load of people hate this one, but I was talking to quite a few people that love this one. It is the 2011 Christmas special, The Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. So, is it a good Christmas special? Not in my eyes. This is one of the weakest ones out of the Stephen Moffat era. For Stephen Moffat, I think personally he's only done like 4 main good Christmas specials, which is the A Christmas Carol, The Snowman, The Time of the Doctor, and then of course The Husband's River Song and Twice Upon a Time, where the rest of them not even that good. And this is one of them. So the only thing I like about this is that they mention Andrew Simon Minor, because Andrew Simon Minor was actually mentioned in the case of Andrew Simon. So that is another kind of cool little connection to Classic Who. Matt Smith on this one is given a great performance and stuff. And then the one thing about it was literally saying that his friends think he's dead, and you have Madge Harwell saying, "No, it is Christmas. This is not a time for your friends to think you're dead. You must go and tell them right away." Oh, fine, I'll think about it. I absolutely do. I like the wood creatures as well. When the Doctor's just there with the Sonic, he goes like that, and he goes, they are creatures made of wood. This was always going to happen, you know. I really like the way Matt Smith does that. And then with the kind of like the crown thing that's trying to put the forest inside Lily Harwell's mind. Well, they're trying to do it with the boy first, but the boy, because apparently the Doctor and the boy are weak, where the women are strong because they're females, and a whole forest has got to live inside a mothership, not a fathership. So it's mainly a good thing. The opening credit bit is absolutely quite good. I love it when you got the whole spaceship blowing up and the Doctor's just there running around trying to find a space suit, puts it on back to front, and he ends up crashing down into Madge Harwell's life. And I really think that's a great Christmas special. I do enjoy A Christmas, the Doctor in the Wardrobe, but it's, for me to say this, it's a 1 out of 10. So the next one is, of course, The Snowman. Now, this is my all-time favourite Christmas special, The Snowman, because we have a villain brought back into this Christmas special who was actually in the 1960s run with Patrick Troughton. The return of the Great Intelligence. Yes, the Great Intelligence does a whopping big return, and I absolutely enjoy it. I like the snowman creatures. I like the crystal, the pond lady when she comes out and she goes, "The children have been very naughty." And the Doctor's there with the Sonic saying, Doctor, and he literally puts the Sonic's the ice creature, and she blows up, and he goes, "That's the way to do it." And he's just like, a bit of antifreeze in my sonic screwdriver. She goes, "I know you were coming. No, you didn't. I don't do this anymore." I like the return of Madame Vastra, Jenny, and Strax as well, because They were only in A Good Man Goes to War at this point, so this is their second outing with the Doctor, where the Doctor is basically kind of like moping over Amy and Roy because they left. But the episode before this one, so he goes to Victorian times, he goes and has a sulk and everything, and he builds himself a new title. And I love the fact where he goes to Clara, he goes, "That is no more than a little box, then you are a governess." And then he goes, and then when he walks open the doors, and she goes, "It's smaller than the outside." He goes, "Okay, that's a first." I really like the way the Doctor was expected to say, "It's bigger on the inside." He goes, but she goes, "No, it's smaller on the outside." He's like, "Okay, that's a first." I absolutely do enjoy the Snowman because I like the return of the Great Intelligence. Now, the one thing I really thought was a big shame in modern Doctor Who, that they never actually got in Richard D. Grant, because Richard D. Grant played a ultimate version of the Ninth Doctor in Scream of the Shelter, and I absolutely love his performance as the incredible alternative Ninth Doctor. I really wish they would have brought him back as the Ninth Doctor or as another incarnation of the Doctor at some point, but because he's already been the villain, the Great Intelligence, he was in Series 7, I don't think he will ever come back to play the role of the Doctor. And that's a big shame, because Richard D. Grant, I really think, did a great performance in Scream of the Shelter, because I absolutely love Scream of the Shelter. Richard D. Grant is an amazing Doctor, and it feels so much like Hartnell's Doctor with the grumpiness in his role when he was playing the Doctor. It's absolutely great. But seeing him as the Great Intelligence and the main villain out of Doctor Who Series 7 Part B, which is where he's got the Snowman, the Basil St. John, and the Name of the Doctor, I absolutely enjoy his Christmas run. I really think he's done some great stuff as well. And then, of course, talking about the last Christmas episode. So, before I get into that one, which is, the Snowman is, I have to say, is a 10 out of 10, because it's just a great Christmas special. So the next one is, of course, Time with the Doctor. Now, for some reason, for this one, they actually put the other 3 Christmas specials in with this DVD release. So me showing you the actual separate DVDs and holding them to you is one thing I was going to do, because they are in this one as well. So, Time of the Doctor. So what can I tell you about this great Doctor Who's regeneration story from Matt Smith? Well, it was good for its time until Chibnall kind of ruined it by having the whole timeless children's story arc. Making the Doctor have extra regeneration seems a bit pointless now, since he's the timeless child. Well, that she's the timeless child, or they are the timeless child. But I absolutely do enjoy this one. So we have a mysterious message calling across the stars, bringing back some of the Doctor's iconic villains like Daleks, Cybermen, Weeping Angels, the Silence that are working for the Church in praying for Mainframe. We find out who literally tried to blow up the TARDIS in Series 5 to stop the Doctor from getting to Trenzalore and creating the cracks in the skin of the universe where the Time Lords are calling from. This is quite of a good Christmas special. I like Handles. I really think Handles is a good companion where he goes, "Handles, don't teleport me to a Dalek ship when I'm holding a broken bit of Dalek." And he literally goes, "Bang. You did not specify the message." "Oh, come on, use your head. It's not rocket science. They're all here. Daleks, Santarans, Cybermen." And he's like, "And they're all here. They're just parked. Why are you here?" "Well, I'm OCD. What are they here for?" I love the fact when the Doctor literally takes Handles onto a cyber ship and he goes, "Don't worry, I'll come in peace." And he's over to the cyber head. He's like, that is funny when he's literally into the TARDIS and Clara's ringing and saying, "Where are you? I'm doing Christmas dinner." He's like, "I'm being shot at Cybermen." "Oh, can you not do both?" "Oh, why not?" I absolutely love that opening credit bit. It just makes me laugh. Matt Smith, just because I really enjoyed Tom the Doctor for that little bit. And then, of course, when he finds out, when he gets transported by the Church to the Penfold Mainframe and onto the planet, and he finds out the planet is called Trenzalore, where we know this is the planet he was going to die on. And now at this point in the Doctor's life, we are at that battle where we see him age quite a lot in the story. I have to say, I absolutely do enjoy this one. It's good to see the Silence playing the good guys, not the bad guys, like we did in Series 6. Because in Series 6, they were the bad villains of that series. But in this one, they're actually quite good, and they team up with the 11th Doctor, trying to defend the planet of Trenzalore and everything. And I do like a few other little details to Classic Who as well, when you see the kind of green monster with the big eye, the monoids, because they were actually introduced in the Ark with William Hartnell story. So it's not actually them, but somebody made like a puppet with it, with the Doctor with the Sonic saying "Christmas is defended." The wooden Cyberman is a little bit of a joke. I really don't like the wooden Cybermen. But when you see like other Rambants and stuff, like when you see the Santarans and the Doctor's just there, like destroys their cloak, he goes, "I think our cloaking device is being neutralized." Hey, I don't see it. He's like, like that, and you're like, the Church of the Prince Mayfield apologizes for your death. I do like that bit. That does make me laugh at the two Santarans. I do have to say the rest of it is pretty much good. I like the stuff with the Doctor and Clara where Clara's literally locked onto the TARDIS and the TARDIS is materialising because the Doctor sent her back and he goes, "Where have you been for 300 years?" And then Clara just pops out and he's like, "What are you doing here?" She goes, "You sent me away. I saved you. Well, you didn't even say goodbye." And then you just kind of have that little problem going on and everything else. And the Doctor's just there. And she's like, "Ah, Doctor, fixing toys and defending the planet." I absolutely do like this Christmas special. I really think it's great. I absolutely love the regeneration bit because when Clara's there talking to the Time Lord saying, help him change the future. And like she says, do it, just do it now. And she's like talking to the crack of the universe. And then she literally talks to him about the Doctor saying, if you love him, you should help him. And then the Time Lords give the Doctor an extra lot of regeneration cycle. And he takes out the biggest Dalek ship of them all by saying, if you want my life, then come and get it. And he blows up the Dalek ship. But I do love the line where he's there talking. He goes, I'm sorry, did you mention the rules? And he's literally there with a walking stick raving about it. Goes, Daleks, never, ever tell me the rules. I do like when the Doctor does that. And then you got the big blast of regeneration. And in fact, we didn't get an automatic straight into a new Doctor after that regeneration because it was the start of a new regeneration cycle. It's rebooting the Doctor. I like the bit we got in with him with Clara and he's talking and he's there going, we all change all through our lives, but that's okay, that's good, as long as you remember all the people that you used to be. And I will not forget one of this, not one day, I swear. I will always remember when the Doctor was me. I absolutely love that. And then instead of having that little farewell speech with Amelia Pond touching his face, it's like, okay. And then he's literally just, and then the regeneration just kicks in. It's just like 1 minute is there, and he's like, click by the finger, he's regenerated into Peter Capaldi. And he's like, kidneys, I got new kidneys. I don't like the colour. Oh, the kidney goes, we'll probably be crashing now. Do you know how to fly this thing? No, I really do like Peter Capaldi in that last couple of minutes of this episode. But Time of the Doctor is a 10 out of 10. I just really think it's a good Christmas special. It gives Matt Smith's Doctor a fair right. The one thing about it, I have to say, it does feel rushed. Because it's like Matt Smith, Moffat thought he had another year with Matt Smith, but Matt Smith went on leaving at the end of this Christmas special. And he's like, oh, I better tie everything up for the next Doctor. So he's done it like in a bit of a rush. So I do enjoy Time of the Doctor. I really think it's a good Christmas special. It's got some good moments in it. It's got some bad moments in it. But it's got more good moments in it than the bad moments. The only bad moment in it is literally the wooden Cybermen. That makes... it's just ridiculous, the wooden Cybermen. So let me know in the comments what you think of the Matt Smith Christmas specials. Do you like them? Do you love them? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a great day. And before I go, I just want to say The Time of the Doctor is definitely a 10 out of 10. It's a great Christmas special. So join me tomorrow where I sit down and talk about the Peter Capaldi Christmas specials.